One of the most quietly devastating themes in Red Dead Redemption 1 is how the game portrays family, not as a source of comfort, but as a responsibility that can never truly be escaped. John Marston's relationship with Abigail and Jack isn't romanticized, and that's intentional. The game consistently frames family as something fragile, conditional, and constantly threatened by the world John helped create long before the story begins. Redemption in this context isn't about saving himself. It's about buying time for the people he loves, even if that time is temporary. From the opening hours, it's clear that John's family isn't free. Abigail and Jack are hostages in everything but name, held by the government to force John's cooperation. What's important is that the game never lets you forget this. Even when John is riding across open landscapes, the threat of losing them hangs over every mission. Family isn't a safe haven yet, it's leverage. This dynamic immediately strips away any illusion that John is acting out of pure moral growth. He's acting under pressure, and the game treats that honestly. When John finally reunites with his family later on, the reunion isn't joyful in the traditional sense. Abigail doesn't rush into his arms. Jack is distant, awkward, unsure how to relate to a father who has been absent and violent. Abigail's bitterness is earned. She has spent years surviving John's outlaw life, protecting Jack, and trying to believe that John's promises of change might finally mean something. The tension in their conversations isn't melodrama, it's exhaustion. The game understands that forgiveness isn't automatic just because someone wants to be better. Jack, in particular, is central to the game's tragedy. John's entire motivation is to keep his son from becoming what he was, yet Jack is already absorbing the world around him. He reads violent stories, asks uncomfortable questions, and idolizes figures of adventure and power. John tries to redirect him, pushing books, chores, and discipline, but there's a clear fear beneath it. That influence is stronger than intention. The game never suggests John is failing as a father in the moment. It suggests he's already too late. Beecher's hope is where this theme reaches its most painful clarity. On the surface, it's the reward John has been working toward. Land, stability, routine, but it's also a performance. John struggles with farming, with domestic life, with being still. He isn't built for peace, and the game doesn't mock him for it, it mourns him. Every fence built and field cleared feels like borrowed time. And the player feels it too because the game slows down, forcing you to engage with mundane tasks that highlight how unnatural this life feels for John. John's death reframes everything. His sacrifice isn't portrayed as heroic triumph, it's transactional. He gives his life so his family can be free, not safe. That distinction matters. Abigail and Jack survive, but they aren't healed. And the epilogue makes it clear that the cost of John's past hasn't vanished. It's just been inherited. Jack becomes what John feared most, not because John failed to love him, but because the world doesn't allow clean endings. Red Dead Redemption 1 ultimately argues that family doesn't redeem you. It gives your actions meaning, but it doesn't erase consequences. John Marston doesn't save his family from the world. He delays the inevitable. And in doing so, the game delivers one of the most honest portrayals of family in gaming. Not as a reward, but as something worth sacrificing everything for, even when you know it won't be enough.